Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mahnur Zubair. I am from Comsat University Campus WA. My roll number is 028. The topic of my presentation is Separation of East Pakistan. Let us have a look on the introduction. When Pakistan came into being in 1947, it had to face many challenges from the very first day. One of the biggest problems was divided Pakistan. Pakistan was divided into two parts, eastern part and western part. It was the first ever country on the map of the world which had two parts, and the two parts were situated far away from each other that there were no land route communications as well. The people were so different that they even didn't have same language. The way of their thinking was totally different. East Pakistan was one province and West Pakistan was divided into four provinces. The population of East Pakistan was greater than the population of West Pakistan, but as we see the area, East Pakistan had a smaller area as compared to the West Pakistan. What were the causes of separation of East Pakistan? Geographical distance. The distance between East and West Pakistan is 16 kilometers. It takes 7 days to travel from East Pakistan to West Pakistan by sea. There were no other routes to travel, no ground routes to communicate between the two parts of the country. The two parts of the country were so far from each other that there were no ways of communication. The people were so different, their ideas, their way of living, everything was different due to this very much distance. The second major issue which increased the grievances between the people of the two different parts of the country was language issue. The people of the two different parts of the country used to speak different languages, like East Pakistanis used to speak Bengali while West Pakistanis used to speak Urdu. When Urdu was given the status of national language, it angered East Pakistanis as they didn't even understand Urdu language. Afterwards, Bengali and Urdu both were given the status of national language, and this issue was resolved for some time. Another factor that helped the separation of East Pakistan was economic backwardness. The people of East Pakistan were economically backward. There were no developmental structures in East Pakistan. East Pakistan was totally neglected by the one after another martial laws. The dictators belonged to West Pakistan, so they only focused on West Pakistan, and East Pakistan was totally neglected. All the work was done by East Pakistan, and the earned money was invested in West Pakistan. Like for example, jute was cultivated in East Pakistan, and when it was sold, the unearned money was used in the developmental programs of West Pakistan. The loans and the foreign aids which came to Pakistan were also used in the betterment of West Pakistan. In East Pakistan was totally neglected. This created a sense of deprivation and sense of inferiority complex among the people of East Pakistan, and they used to blame the people of West Pakistan that West Pakistanis were not giving them their due shares and were eating their rights. At the time of separation of East Pakistan, the government belonged to Yahya Khan. He called for elections in 1970. Bhutto and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's parties won the elections in East and West Pakistan. Bhutto's party, People's Party, and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's party, Awami League. People's Party won the elections in West Pakistan. Awami League won the elections in East Pakistan. 88 seats out of 144 were won by the People's Party. 167 seats out of 169 seats were won by the Awami League. So clearly, Awami League was eligible for governing the country. But he had a viewpoint that there would be no dictator as the president of Pakistan. The president would be our own. Yahya Khan was of a view that he is going to remain in the government as the president of Pakistan. Bhutto proposed him a plan that we can work together as me, being the Prime Minister and Yahya being the President. And there would be no one asking questions from us. Bhutto proposed to launch military action in East Pakistan and kill 20,000 people. This created uncertainty in East Pakistan and civil war broke out in the whole country. There was uncertainty, people were fighting with each other, there was bloodshed, there was refusal to pay taxes, people were not going to offices, there were strikes each and every day, marches on streets were there. India took advantage of this situation and sent a military group to fight named Mukti Bani, and on 16th December, A.K. Niazi surrendered in East Pakistan, and East Pakistan became a separate country named Bangladesh.